I grew up at an early age thinking that I'd become an artist, a shared dream known to my family and friends. All of this changed when my parents decided to move to the mainland when I was 12. With my parents' failed businesses, we were living very lean those years in a small bedroom that served as both our kitchen and living room. The word suffer came up often from my parents. Get a good job, son, so you don't have to suffer as we did. This was the real world. This became my new reality. I witnessed this firsthand, seeing both my parents working hard trying to put food on the table while sustaining shelter and struggling to pay their credit card bills and piling up debts. I went from being a happy-go-lucky kid from the islands to a money-work-conscious person. Seeing their struggle and constant reminder that I had to do better shifted my interest to a more lucrative and safe career in computer science, which led me to become a software engineer. I remember being late picking up my and said I lost track of time at work. He looked over at me and said if a man is too busy for his family, then he's either not good at what he does or jokingly has another family to attend to. Fast forward to 2020, I had just attended a friend's funeral in Hawaii, and on the day of my departure, another close friend spoke softly as we embraced and said, "Don't forget you. Be sure to live your life." As much as the world was changing around me, I wasn't fearful of losing my job given the industry that I was in. I knew that things on that front wouldn't change much. What I cared most about was my immediate family, my brothers and my parents. I could only observe from quarantine the lives affected and what some had to do to adapt to change. Given the pandemic craze, I guess I felt a little left out in some ways. So I looked to myself more. I decided to make some changes of my own. I started picking up watercolors again, learned to incorporate new software techniques into my process, and put out new works that tickled my soul. Even still, it wasn't enough. I would sit there staring blankly, battling constant creative blocks, and questioning what I was doing all this for. What has all my training led me to? Practice for practice's sake? Simply put, what is my mission? The story of my dad's journey here to America prompted me to find a connection, and in searching for that connection, it led me to the Vietnamese boat people community. That's what was missing, a community in my life. All this time, I've been cooped up in my own mind that I forgot about the people who are just like me, needing a place to tell their stories. Let them be heard and be shared. We're worth sharing. Our lives are non-fungible. That's where I want to be, a part of witnessing and telling those stories using my creativity and experiences. 2020 has reminded me that you can't expect things to change when you keep trying the same things over and over again. We evolve and adapt over time because we don't stand still as people, especially when it's something we're passionate about.